Life is a series of moments, decisions, and actions, each one shaping the person you become. But what if you could change your entire trajectory in just 9 minutes? Not 9 hours, not 9 days, but 9 minutes of focused, intentional effort. This isn't about quick fixes or empty motivation. It's about understanding the power of small, disciplined actions that compound over time. Most people wait for the perfect moment to transform their lives, but that moment never comes. Success isn't about luck, it's about daily habits, mindset shifts, and taking responsibility for your own path. In just 9 minutes, you can reset your perspective, refocus your energy, and make a decision that alters your future. This speech will guide you through 5 powerful principles, each one a stepping stone to a stronger, more purposeful life. These ideas are rooted in discipline, self-awareness, and the relentless pursuit of growth. By the end, you'll see that real change doesn't require years of struggle, just 9 minutes of clarity, courage, and commitment. Take radical responsibility. Your life is a reflection of your choices, not your circumstances. Stop blaming external factors. Focus on what you can control. Small, consistent actions create massive change over time. That is intense, radical responsibility. The thing is going to cost you a lot, but you're going to gain exponential value. Ask yourself, what pain am I willing to endure for success? Align your daily actions with a meaningful mission. Master your mindset. Your thoughts shape your reality. Eliminate negativity. Replace excuses with solutions. Victimhood with accountability. Discipline today creates freedom tomorrow. Eliminate distractions. Time is your most valuable asset. Guard it fiercely. Cut out habits, people, and activities that drain your potential. Focus on what truly moves you forward. Act immediately. Knowledge without action is worthless. Start small, but start now. Momentum builds confidence. In 9 minutes, you can make a decision that changes everything. 9 minutes may seem insignificant, but it's enough to choose a new direction. The difference between who you are and who you want to be lies in the decisions you make right now. Don't wait for motivation, create it. Don't hope for change, take charge of it. Your future isn't written yet, start today. Because in just 9 minutes, you can change your life. Take radical responsibility. Your life is not determined by luck, fate, or external circumstances. It is shaped by the choices you make every single day. The moment you stop blaming the world for your problems and start taking ownership of your actions, everything changes. Radical responsibility means recognizing that you are the architect of your destiny. If you're unsatisfied with where you are, the only way forward is to ask yourself, what have I done or failed to do that led me here? Most people waste energy complaining about unfairness, but the truth is, life is unfair for everyone. The difference between those who succeed and those who stay stuck is their willingness to take control. Instead of waiting for the perfect opportunity, create it. Instead of resenting challenges, use them as fuel. Small, disciplined actions, like waking up earlier, cutting out distractions, or committing to learning, compound over time. You don't need a grand gesture to change your life. You just need to take responsibility for the next 9 minutes. Think of your future self as someone you owe a debt to. Every decision you make today is either an investment in that person or a betrayal. If you keep avoiding hard choices, you're stealing from your own potential. But if you face reality head on, if you admit your mistakes, correct your course, and refuse to play the victim, you unlock a level of power most people never experience. The path to greatness isn't paved with excuses, it's built on the relentless pursuit of accountability. Start now, define your purpose. A life without purpose is a life wasted. You can have all the talent and opportunities in the world, but without a clear direction, you'll drift endlessly, never feeling fulfilled. Purpose isn't something you stumble upon, it's something you decide. Ask yourself, what pain am I willing to endure? Because anything worth achieving requires sacrifice. If you're not willing to struggle for it, you don't want it badly enough. Most people chase comfort, not purpose. They choose the easy path, avoid discomfort, and then wonder why they feel empty. But true meaning comes from pursuing something bigger than yourself, a mission that demands your best effort. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing, it just has to resonate deeply with you. Maybe it's building a family, mastering a skill, or leaving a legacy. Whatever it is, define it clearly, write it down. Let it guide your decisions. When you know your why, the how becomes easier, obstacles stop being roadblocks and turn into tests of your commitment. Every morning, ask yourself, what can I do today to align with my purpose? Even small steps, reading, practicing, planning, move you closer, and when distractions tempt you, your purpose will pull you back. Without it, you're just reacting to life. With it, you're in control. Don't wait for clarity to magically appear. Decide, act. Your future depends on it. Master your mindset. Your mind is either your greatest weapon or your worst enemy. The thoughts you feed determine whether you rise or fall. Negative self-talk, fear of failure, and limiting beliefs will sabotage you before you even begin. But if you cultivate discipline, focus, and resilience, you'll outperform everyone who relies on talent alone. Success isn't about intelligence or luck. It's about mindset. Most people are trapped in a cycle of self-doubt because they let their emotions dictate their actions. They wait to feel motivated instead of showing up regardless. But motivation follows action, not the other way around. The only way to build confidence is to do hard things repeatedly. Every time you push through discomfort, you rewire your brain to associate effort with growth. Stop saying, I can't, and start asking, how can I? Your past doesn't define you unless you let it. Every day is a chance to reset. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, consume content that educates you, and eliminate influences that drain you. The battle for a better life is won in your mind long before it's won in reality. Control your thoughts and you control your destiny. Eliminate distractions. Time is the one resource you can't get back, yet most people waste it on trivial things. Distractions, endless scrolling, gossip, mindless entertainment steal your potential. If you want to change your life, you must ruthlessly cut out anything that doesn't serve your growth. The modern world is designed to keep you distracted. Discipline is the antidote. Identify your biggest time wasters and eliminate them. Protect your focus like your life depends on it, because it does. The most successful people aren't necessarily smarter, they're just better at saying no to what doesn't matter. Every minute spent on nonsense is a minute stolen from your future. Act immediately. Knowledge without action is useless. You can read every self-help book, watch every motivational video, and plan endlessly. But if you don't act, nothing changes. The fastest way to build momentum is to start small, but start now. In 9 minutes, you can write a plan, make a call, or take the first step. Don't wait for perfect conditions. They'll never come. The difference between dreamers and achievers is action. Today, not tomorrow, is the day to begin. Your future self will master your mindset. Your mind is the control center of your life. It dictates your actions, shapes your reality, and determines your success or failure. Most people live on autopilot, reacting to circumstances without realizing they have the power to choose their thoughts, attitudes, and responses. But if you want to change your life, you must first master your mindset. This isn't about wishful thinking or blind positivity. It's about disciplined mental habits that align with your goals. The first step is recognizing that your thoughts are not facts. They are interpretations. When you face a setback, do you see it as a failure or feedback? When you encounter resistance, do you give up or push forward? Your mindset determines the answer. A growth-oriented mindset thrives on challenges because it sees them as opportunities to improve. A fixed mindset, on the other hand, avoids difficulty out of fear of failure. The difference between these two perspectives is the difference between stagnation and success. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment, and it starts in the mind. Motivation is fleeting, but discipline is reliable. Train yourself to act regardless of how you feel. If you wait for inspiration, you'll be waiting forever. Instead, build systems that force you to show up. Daily routines, accountability partners, and non-negotiable habits. Over time, discipline becomes identity. You don't just do hard things, you become the kind of person who does hard things. Negative self-talk is one of the biggest obstacles to growth. If you constantly tell yourself, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I don't deserve success, your subconscious will believe it. Replace destructive thoughts with empowering ones. Instead of saying, this is too hard, ask, what's one small step I can take right now? Instead of, I always fail, remind yourself, every failure is a lesson that brings me closer to success. Your mind obeys the commands you give it, so be careful what you feed it. Finally, guard your mental environment. Surround yourself with people who challenge you, books that educate you, and media that inspires rather than drains you. The mind is like a garden. Plant the right seeds, pull the weeds, and cultivate it daily. In 9 minutes, you can reset your mindset, pause, reflect, and choose a thought that moves you forward. Master your mind and you master your life. Eliminate distractions. We live in an age of endless distraction, social media, entertainment, trivial obligations, all competing for your attention. but attention is your most valuable asset. Where you focus your energy determines the quality of your life. If you want to change your trajectory, you must ruthlessly eliminate anything that doesn't serve your growth. Distraction is the enemy of progress. The first step is identifying your biggest time wasters. What habits, apps, or people drain your energy without adding value? Be honest. Scrolling for hours, binge watching shows, engaging in gossip, these things feel harmless in the moment but steal your future. Every minute spent on trivial pursuits is a minute you could have invested in your goals. The most successful people aren't necessarily smarter, they're just more intentional with their time. Next, create boundaries. Turn off notifications, set strict work hours, and learn to say no. The world will always demand your time, it's your job to protect it. Distractions thrive in ambiguity, so structure your environment for focus. Designate a workspace, schedule deep work sessions, and remove temptations. If you don't control your environment, it will control you. Procrastination is another form of distraction, delaying important tasks for temporary comfort. The antidote is the 5-minute rule. Commit to working on a task for just 5 minutes. Often starting is the hardest part, and momentum takes over. Small, consistent actions break the cycle of avoidance. Finally, remember that focus is a skill. Like a muscle, it weakens without use and strengthens with practice. Train yourself to concentrate for longer periods. Meditation, reading, and single tasking instead of multitasking sharpen your focus. In 9 minutes, you can delete an app, block a distracting website, or write a plan for the day. Eliminate distractions and you reclaim your power. Act immediately. Knowledge is worthless without action. You can read every book, watch every motivational speech, and plan endlessly. But if you don't do something, nothing changes. The biggest regret people have at the end of their lives isn't failure, it's inaction. They wish they had taken more risks, pursued their dreams, and seized opportunities. Don't let that be you. The time to act is now, not when conditions are perfect, because they never will be. Procrastination is the silent killer of dreams. It disguises itself as preparation, research, or waiting for the right time. But the right time doesn't exist. Only the present moment does. If you want to change your life, you must develop a bias toward action. Start before you feel ready. Imperfect action beats perfect planning every time. The 2-minute rule is a powerful tool. If something takes less than 2 minutes, do it immediately. Reply to that email, make that call, or write that first sentence. Small actions create momentum, and momentum builds confidence. Once you start, the next step becomes easier. Fear of failure paralyzes most people, but failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of it. Every mistake teaches you something. The only true failure is never trying. Ask yourself, what's the worst that could happen? Usually the fear is worse than the reality, and even if you fail, you'll be stronger for it. Finally, commit to one actionable step today. Not tomorrow, not next week, today. In 9 minutes, you can draft a plan, send a message, or take the first small step toward your goal. Action transforms intention into reality. Stop waiting, start doing. Your future self will thank you.